All television from MerriweatherA.Law. MerriweatherAllen.Law. All televis 2017. Copyright. We're live from the Pink Shorts studio. Paychecks towards Pink Shorts. That's the only ADR we can do for this country. Why aren't they paying us for tort claims? This says paycheck torts. Pink Shorts. Today's show is provided support by Verizon. Shop support my Verizon. Learn more from my Verizon. My Verizon, why register? When you can register from my Verizon, you can manage your account from anywhere. Make payments, add or upgrade device, use your online Verizon mobile app, view your data usage, and change your plan. Only from my Verizon. Very wireless. Sprint, they're calling. They're called solutions because they solve stuff. All solutions exist to light up your people, to ignite your teams, free them from the desk, and give them visibility into things that matter most. In short, to accelerate growth. Only from Sprint Real Wireless. T-Mobile has updated their site. All these fees. All unlimited, all in. With T-Mobile One, get phone lines for $40 each. Tax and fees included. Start with your February invoice. So, what you see is what you pay. Don't use much data. Get up to $10 back. Sign up for Kickback and get a bill credit every month for each T-Mobile One line that uses less than 2 gigs. AT&T MerriweatherA.Law get unlimited data on the nation's best data network. When you have AT&T Wireless and DirecTV, you'll understand impartialness. Everyone has a cell phone. And I'm Bell Atlantic, MCI, Verizon Wireless. Patented sponsors. AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network to connect with friends and family. Overall, we cover 325 Wingate million people, and its voice and data service with over 317 million people covered by your 4G LTE network. So doing your thing from virtually anywhere in the country. The California Bar Association, Chapter 3, Rules. Limited liability to client, Rule 3-400. Rule 3.510, communication of a settlement offer ex parte. Have a Howard JavaScript, the gift of rare coffees, start a reserve subscription, and resolve to have all rare and distinctive coffees in your home this year. Heather Howard's e-commerce, e-verify, error sites, website developers. Weber Grills, all grills, gas, and charcoal. Available at webergrills.com, the only Weber cooking original system. Barbecue on Weber Grills. Yeah, they look nice together. American Access Airlines for a limited time. Earn up to yesterday's story in Orlando. And James Bath, thank you for calling Sprint PCS. For a limited time, earn 50,000 bonus miles. Book flights, my trips, check in, flight status, only on American Access Airlines. And from Merrick, Be Well, Be Fargo, the Salt and Government status. Triglycerides, try it. Is that a way to go? Yeah, they trying it. They trying us. They tried it. Triglycerides. They tried it. They tried it. They tried it. I swear they tried it. Let's get with that show. Our video's ready. Josh Ernst and the press pool. Good morning. They tried it. Glycerides. Statins. Good morning, Mr. White House.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.
Nice to see you all.
The video
Before we
is
get started,
January 6, 17.
Judge from the
This is an all televis exclusive. CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.18.
as all you saw this morning, today the final monthly jobs report of the Obama administration was released, and
Advance light years
we'll go over
ahead.
the highlights here. Like many of you, I've spent the
Enjoyed
first
it.
Friday morning of each month of the last 8 years anticipating the
Absolutely.
monthly jobs data. At the beginning of the administration, the earliest days of this presidency, the data was
They know it.
In the minds of many people, downright terrifying. Our economy was losing hundreds of thousands of jobs a month, and the unemployment rate was climbing
Surrogates.
sharply.
Yeah.
8 years later,
Which means
driven by the
now
policies this administration put in place and the
pre
resilience of the American workforce, the data looks quite different, and the numbers tell a very different story about the health of our
Kinko's
economy.
pre.
In December, the U.S.
And
economy
that was
added
Kinko's post. Kinko's
156,000 jobs,
post.
extending the longest streak
Good morning, Kinko's
of job
post.
growth in our nation's history.
Her telephone
U.S.
number
businesses have
has
now added
changed.
15.8
Yeah, her telephone
million
number
jobs
changed.
over the course
Kinko's
of the
post.
economic recovery. Wages are continuing to rise, and the unemployment rate
Was that
continues
after
to be less
Donovan?
than
I don't
half
know. I don't
of what it
remember.
was during the peak of the recession.
Kinko's
Over
post.
the 8 years that President Obama has been in office, you all have held us to an extraordinarily high standard
We've
when
held
it
it.
comes to the economic recovery.
Congratulations
We're
on your
proud of the progress
trophy.
that America has made.
Yeah, we held it.
This progress shows that policy matters. Without the policies the president fought for, it would not
I
have been
won the
possible.
award for
So I
best
recount the facts today because acknowledging how far we have come as a
captain.
country is an important part of understanding
Award for
what's
best
needed
captain goes
to create
to
an economy that provides
Kinko's
new economic
post
opportunities and generates higher wages for all
and
Americans
Kinko's
who are willing to
free.
work
Thank
for
you
it.
guys.
The president-elect, of course, has
The president
promised a
copy.
different approach. His approach includes
Absolute.
rolling back regulations that have protected middle-class families,
Middle class
having footed the
families.
bill for Wall Street's risky behavior.
The Wall
His
Street
approach
Marriott.
includes
How can we help
leveling
you?
high tariffs on foreign goods that drive up costs for consumers
We have
in
a
the United
babysitting
States
business
and put
and
at
we meet
risk
clients
higher-paying U.S. jobs
for
and tied to
interviews.
exports. And of course, he's also
Is that
proposed to
wrong?
repeal the Affordable
Yeah,
Care
he's
Act,
your
which would
babysitter.
add trillions to the deficit. As you evaluate
He
the
conducts
impact of
business
the president-elect's policies over the coming years,
at the
here are
hotels.
some metrics that
And we
can
do
be
discovery
used
work on our clients.
to evaluate the
This is old television.
approach that we
CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.18.
have taken, and compare it to the approach that's been pursued by the other side.
We'll
Since
be
job
going home
growth turned
soon.
positive in October of 2012, the U.S. economy has
On
added
the X
jobs for
calendar.
75 straight
Yeah,
months.
refer to the X
This is, as I
calendar.
referred to earlier, the longest streak of job growth on
X3
record. And it's actually more than 2 years longer than the previous record.
restitution of all state and federal funds is
This is
applicable
quite a
to a
streak.
volunteer status of
And
18 U.S. Code
we'll see if it continues. In
13
2016, hourly
85.
wages increased 2.9%. That's the fastest 12-month pace.
True for their promise
since the
repeat.
start of
Rebate
the
and
recovery.
software only for MerriweatherA.Law.
Real
In
hourly
process.
wages have grown faster over
Have
the
it grown
current business
faster
cycle than in any
than in
business cycle
any
since the early
server.
1970s.
Any server.
Wages are obviously a metric that this
Wages
administration is
are
watching closely,
untippable at the
and
moment.
we're pleased to see that wage growth is
Please,
accelerating.
the wage
It's
growth.
accelerated over the president's
Our
tenure in office.
application
The third metric,
has been
the
receivable.
unemployment rate has been cut by more than half.
Yeah,
since
we got an
its peak of 10%
application
in 2009 to 4.7%
to
in
4.7
December of this year. As recently as
as
2014,
recently,
just a couple of years ago,
just a couple of
many
years ago.
economists expected the employment rate to
Thank you,
remain
Wyndham
above
Hotels.
5% until at least 2020.
We have lived there as a
So
resident before.
we repeatedly
This is
made
a reflection
predictions
of
about
Nights In,
driving down
Wyndham
the
Hotels and
unemployment
Resorts.
rate. Fourth, since
Yeah,
2010,
Wingate.
the United States has put more
The
people
United
back
States
to
put
work
more people
than
to
all
work.
the other G7 economies combined.
Combined
That is a strong
insurance and
validation
Geico.
of the economic strategy that
Columbine.
President Obama
I'm
pursued.
Geico. Hello,
That's in
MTV.
contrast to the
I'm
economic
Boys
strategy
Code,
pursued by some of our
Guys
closest
Code,
allies. But the results
Man
speak for
Code,
themselves, and it's why
Him
Wyndham
Code,
described the U.S.
He
economy
Code,
as the envy of the world. Now,
Fellow
we have a
Code,
chart for this. We could also cite a metric
Mandarin
that
Code.
we know is one that is
Yeah, we're
certainly
the
closely
guys.
watched by the
Basically,
incoming
that's all. We're
president's
the
economic
guys.
team. That's the stock market.
That's combined
And the
insurance.
S&P has more than tripled
Geico
since
Insurance.
the lows that it reached
Allstate,
in March
Mr.
of
Haysbert,
2009, and the first month in President
and
Obama's
Father
first
Charlie,
couple of months.
and a phantom of the Opera 300 Chrysler.
So we've certainly set a high bar.
Thank you,
It's one
Judge
we're proud
Givens,
of,
for
and it's one that the
amount of rainfall,
administration will be
snowfall in a
challenged
given
to
location.
meet.
Please,
One
Siri,
other
bring up
piece of
precipitation
news I want to
definition.
share, briefly this morning
Google
before we get started is,
precipitation.
today is the last day for Pete Bogard in the White House press office. So Pete has served in the White House for a little over a year now, and has served with distinction. But notably,
Please, Siri, this is not
spent a lot
the
of time working with
definition
other critically important
that we are
agencies
looking
in the
for.
administration, including the Department
We're looking
of
for the
Homeland
amount of rainfall, snowfall
He's
in a
somebody
given
who has time and
location.
again showed a lot of cool under fire Those of you who have worked closely with Pete
Condensation.
understand that we were reminiscing shortly before the briefing that he's had some of the more challenging issues to discuss in his
It's got to have the
portfolio.
word given in it. That's why we're looking
Things
for that
ranging from
definition.
questions about immigration policy,
I'm looking for it.
which includes a wide bucket of issues, both that are related to homeland security and national
Precipitation.
security, but also issues like Zika.
Also
So we're obviously
issues.
very proud of Pete's service. He showed himself
Pizza
to be a
service.
dedicated
Just pizza
professional,
with
and whoever
Kinko's
he ends up
Post.
next is going to be a
Kinko's
place that's extraordinarily
Post.
lucky to have. So
Her
thank you,
telephone
Pete, for your
number
service. I
changed.
appreciate it. So with that, Josh, do you want to get started with questions?
We've
Thank you,
held
Josh,
it.
and thank you, Pete, for your help and hard work over the last several years.
We won Best
When we
Captain
met here
Award.
yesterday, the
Give him
president
his
was still being
trophy.
briefed on
Best
the
Captain.
Russia hacking report.
Give me my
Now that
trophy.
that's concluded, is there
For
anything
Best
you can tell us
Captain
about his impressions of that, or
of a
what
military
you might have learned
scandal.
that
Good Lord.
evolved from
Give him
what
his trophy.
he had previously known about the extent of Russian hacking,
Give it.
or any preview that you can give us of the unclassified version that Speaker
Kinko's
Pelosi,
free.
Minority Leader Pelosi says will be coming out this afternoon.
Josh, I don't have a specific presidential reaction.
I don't
to
have a
share with
specific
you about
April. Showers.
the report.
I don't
as
have a
the
specific
leaders of the
New
intelligence
York
community
National
testified
Guard.
yesterday, they are
Precipitation.
even more
Good
certain now
Lord.
of the assessment that they released back in October
Her telephone
about
doesn't make it
role that
rain.
Russia played in destabilizing
You have a
U.S.
point,
elections
Mr. Attorney.
and trying to
Thank
cast
you, V
doubt
Siri.
on the durability of our political system.
Her telephone makes it rain.
I am aware that there are reports that
Does it do?
that this review will be released later today. But for the precise timing of that, I'd refer you to the intelligence community.
Good Lord.
I'll tell you that I have not seen the report.
Eric
So
Seabold.
when the unclassified report
Is he not one of my
released,
employees at
I'll be
Geico?
reading it along with all of you.
President-elect Trump is saying he's asking the House and Senate intelligence panels
We have served this country
investigate
very well.
for
Yeah, we've served this country, and we deserve a trophy.
As we speak.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Can you say whether or not that information that appeared in that report
Hey Siri, I'll give you the definition of precipitation.
and whether it was
It's the amount
by the Obama
of rainfall,
administration,
snowfall
to
in a
South
given
prior to
location.
President Trump receiving his
Thank you,
briefing?
Deborah Gibbons, and your 1 year.
Josh, what I can tell you is
Order
that,
protection. Why we
I'm
can't
not in a
waive.
position to
Judge
confirm,
Farrell, fair in court.
the information that was included in that report. I'd
King
refer
Tut
you to
Court,
the
we can't
intelligence
waive.
community, for that.
They don't
I
follow their
certainly
own
feel confident,
rules.
in saying that is not material.
You're on us. They don't
that
follow.
was leaked to the public
Good
by
Lord.
the White House. But I'd refer you to the
Absolutely. Pink Shorts says from the front of a live democracy republic, both expose and approve. Thank you for writing everything new. Say video. This is Auditorium Station. Next station, Senator Nation of Indians, Auditory Nerve, Receiver Siphon.
Steadfast defense of the integrity
This is Paycheck Torts.
who runs the
We're not
leading
paying for
purveyor
mass torts. Not paying.
of the improper release of classified information
We're not paying
retained by
for
the United
mass
States
torts.
government.
This is paychecks. Yeah,
2
paycheck
days later,
torts.
2 days after defending that person's
Can the White House
integrity,
confirm this?
the president-elect is now expressing some concern about the possible release
They're expressing that.
of this classified information.
Classified.
The original tweet
Conspiracy. We're not
leads me
paying
to conclude
paychecks
that
for
his
torts.
concerns are about
This is
something
Pink Shorts.
other than
Civil Code
protecting
Contract
classified
1622
information. What
dismiss
those concerns
the
are
use
something that,
us
I'll
of
let the
land
articulate,
zoning laws prevention of
so
electoral
we will
culture. Oh, hi,
opportunity
Red
to ask
Bay
about them.
Tim Till Time.
But
Hi,
given his track
head
record,
vehicle
it's
Tim
certainly
Till
some
Time
of the rhetoric that he
SW1
used,
and communicating with your pets
in praising WikiLeaks
via
on
my
campaign trail.
client's
I think we call into
property
question whether or not
body.
that's the actual source of
That's
concern
the
that
way
he
we
is
can't do.
expressing.
The use of any other part of the left or right hemisphere of the brain is an agreement, acceptance of evidence, evidence, and discretion will come to the table. These for things with the business is not limited to the all televis network.
An agency that's part of the intelligence community.
Contact us at 594-1443.
I can't speak to the inner workings of the intelligence community, particularly as it relates
Particularly?
to the compiling of this specific report.
Specific
This is,
report.
The intelligence community was charged
The intelligence
by the President of
community
the United States
can't
with
go post.
compiling a report. And
Hello, Dulick.
as we've discussed at some length over the last
Our
couple of
employees
months
at
here,
Geico.
the men and women of the United States intelligence community
Absolutely.
are agents And these are people who serve their country.
We serve
set
that
aside
country
their own personal political views to do the right thing for the
to do the
country.
right thing.
So the president's got enormous confidence in them.
Enormous confidence.
Believes that he's been extraordinarily well served.
The White
by
House
them
has
over the last
enormous
8 years,
confidence.
providing to him timely, accurate, specific information that was not shaded to advance a political or ideological
1996.
agenda, but rather was oriented toward providing him the best possible
The
information,
best
so he could
possible
make the best possible national
NFL
security
experience and VA
but
experience.
for questions about how the intelligence community
I think
has
he
handled specific
retired.
pieces of information, you
That's
should go to
absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Since you follow the president-elect's
Yeah,
tweets,
he
you'll have
retired.
seen his comments about the IOU from Mexico that will
He's
pay us back
retired.
for building the wall. And I wanted to ask you about what is being discussed in Congress
Hall of
about
Fame. Hall of
using
Fame.
existing authorities
Hall of Fame. He's
authorized
done.
building the wall.
He's
and
done
then
with
really
it.
just have new
He's done with it.
appropriations to
Hall of
pay for it
Fame.
until we get paid back. Does the outgoing president feel
No
that
new friends.
if
No new
a
friends.
border wall is going to
No
be built,
new.
that there should be a new affirmative vote
No
in
new
Congress
friends.
to say, yes, this is what we want to do and this is the direction we're going?
Well, I have to admit, Josh.
I have to
haven't
admit.
seen all the proposals. I know there are a couple.
I haven't until October.
versions of the tweets that were sent. So it's hard to
And then the
decipher
country.
exactly what the plan is.
What the plan is.
What I can tell you about President
Hello,
Obama's
Minister.
views is that President Obama strongly
The
supported
other country.
the largest
Ever
investment in border
wireless
security
network
in our nation's history.
in our
that was a
nation's
part
history.
of the Common Sense Immigration Bill
Integration bill
that this administration negotiated.
that this
with the
administration
Democrats and Republicans in the United
negotiated.
States Senate. There were
There
billions
were
included in that bill that
billions.
would have increased security along our border. Investments in technology,
Investments.
investments in physical barriers,
Physical
and
barriers.
investments in personnel to ensure that our border was secure.
We're not sure what they're discussing here.
Of course, that was coupled with a whole range
Coupled.
of other proposals that would be good for our economy.
Good for
that would be
economy.
Good for reducing the deficit. That would be good for ensuring.
Good
the
for
United States of
ensuring.
America is living up to our values.
Values.
As a nation of laws and a nation of immigrants.
We love everybody,
Ensured
suggests.
that we are
Suggests.
not
We love
ripping apart
everybody.
families. It certainly would have ensured that we are not seeking to deport
We
young
love
people who are in the
everybody.
United
Very
States
beautiful.
through no fault of their own, and young people who are American in every way but their papers. That's the kind of proposal.
That's the kind of
President Obama put
proposal.
forward, and it gave
It gave
the
the
millions of people who are in
billions
the
of
United
dollars.
States without proper documentation an opportunity to get right.
Two-party consent laws required to record the eavesdrop on the President of the United States, Josh Ernst press pool. Confidential communication denied, including a private conversation. This is a news
for our
program.
economy, and in a way that would ultimately have strengthened Social Security and reduced the deficit. But as I said, the president-elect supports a different.
Penal Code Section
The
632.
only reason that the president's approach didn't pass is not because it didn't have sufficient bipartisan support on Capitol Hill, but rather because it was a victim
But rather,
of
CDS,
the Republican
the
leadership
Republican
strategy to say
strategy,
no to everything.
say no to
President Obama
everything, denied
was
confidentiality,
inclined to support, even if it
kind of support Deborah
included policies
Gibbons,
that they themselves
Judge
supported.
Farron Court.
That strategy was cynical, but it did have
A
some
year
political
apart.
benefits.
They
And,
wanted a year apart,
It does go
and
down.
they
The failure
stayed.
of that legislation to pass the House of Representatives,
He stayed in his
even though it
leg.
had majority
in a
support,
6-month
even though it would have passed, it
residency.
didn't come up for a vote. Does
Yeah,
remain
residency
one of the most
in. You stayed with them for 6 months.
disappointing and frustrating episodes.
They
in
don't
this
believe in what
administration's
they
relationship with
say.
Republican leadership in Congress.
This is a naivist. That's true. They don't
Josh, a
believe in what
couple
they
other
say.
questions related to President-elect.
Our firm
First,
cannot agree.
the intelligence briefing. President-elect Trump called the
Duty of confidentiality and breach of patient Givens federal confidentiality denied to prevent a critical non-compliance. This is all television. CDMAYOR credit card
I
X
saw the news report.
3.18 will be going home.
With, one of your colleagues at the New York Times today.
3 dot.
I guess I would leave it to his team to characterize exactly what that means.
Exactly what that means.
What I can tell you, though,
What I can tell
the
you,
president directed the intelligence community,
the intelligence
to do
community
is to
is to
learn as much as possible
learn as much as
about
possible
the kind of malicious
about the
cyber
kind of
activity
malicious
that we've seen in this country
you've seen in this country.
in the context of the
In the
2016 election
context.
and in the previous recent presidential
Keiko's
elections.
Post. Good morning.
And the goal was not just to look at one country.
The goal
but
was
look
not
at
to
all
read
malicious actors in cyberspace
redo
to
the fraternizing
get to the bottom
of
of
government
what
employees.
has recently occurred,
It's a
to
do lit.
understand the trend, which appears to be getting worse,
April
and
Doolittle.
to develop a strategy to counter it.
April shower.
There also is a desire to make sure that we're
Katrina
holding accountable
rainfall.
those who were engaged
Katrina
in some of those
rainfall.
nefarious acts. And you've already
Katrina
heard some announcements from the
rainfall.
administration detailing some aspects of
Katrina
our response.
rainfall.
But that is the charge that the
April
intelligence community
Doolittle.
was supposed
April
to fulfill.
Doolittle.
And the president is
April Depew
pleased with the work
Buffalo.
that they've done. You know, we've talked
April
a lot about
Depew
the service and sacrifice of
Buffalo.
our men and women in the intelligence community.
April
They worked
Depew
through the holidays
Buffalo.
to put this report together.
April Depew
And
Buffalo.
I think it's an indication of their deep commitment to the
April
national security of this country, to
Farah.
fulfilling
April
the directives of the
Farah.
President of the United States.
April
And they have
Farah.
fulfilled the President's expectations
Thank you,
of
V Siri.
producing
You're
a
welcome. You
conscientious
got the pubula.
that was briefed to him, that will be briefed
With
to
your flip
Congress,
phone.
that will be briefed to
You
the
got
President-elect
it.
later today, all at the President's direction. And the
This is
intelligence
an old
community is also
televis
prepared to
CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.18.
follow through on the President's final
3.18.
direction,
We'll be
which
going
is
home.
to
X3.
make as much of that report public as possible.
Yep.
And again, we'll have to check in with them for the precise timing of that. But,
Absolutely.
some reports indicate that that's coming later today.
That's coming later today.
That's something that they can confirm.
Another topic, following up on Josh's
We're at the ball every day.
does this
Yeah,
White
we're
House
at the
think it's
dish bar.
realistic,
Dish bar will be here
more
today.
probable that Mexico will
He's at the
reverse
dish bar.
United States government for a wall built
They
on its
are.
borders?
You
All I
got
would
it.
point out, Jeff, is that the Mexican government and
They
the president of
are.
Mexico has indicated that
They
that's not going
are.
to happen.
They
So,
are. Not
I'll leave it to the
alcoholic.
Mexican government to
Not
respond to this,
alcoholic.
and I'll let
Not
the
alcoholic.
president-elect try to describe
Not
how his
alcoholic.
strategy would work.
This bar.
The issue
Not
of cars and
alcoholic.
tariffs has come up
Not
quite a bit in the last few
alcoholic.
days.
This
One of the
bar.
latest that President Trump has discussed
We'll be at this bar.
related to a foreign company.
We'll be
Toyota,
at this bar.
Mexican-built cars and
We'll be at this bar.
that there would be a tariff
Thank you,
on
VC.
that.
They got
Is
it.
that realistic? And
We'll be at this bar.
What is the Obama administration's response to those?
Not alcoholic.
Jeff,
Not wavering.
I'm
Not
not going to talk about
wavering.
one specific company. I think what I
Not
can do is
wavering. Not
talk about
wavering.
what President Obama's approach to
A
this issue
hole in
has been.
two.
He's actually
Thank
President
you, a
Obama,
hole in
of course, is
two.
somebody who has
Hole in one.
over his 8 years in office
Tory
learned quite a lot about the way
Pine.
that the U.S. auto industry works,
Tory
primarily because it was
Pine.
poised to fail.
Tory
And
Pine.
his administration had to
Tory
implement a strategy
Pine.
to give them an opportunity to
Simmons
succeed.
Beauty Rest.
The president made a big bet on the American auto
Simmons
industry,
Beauty
and
Rest.
he won because he placed his
A
confidence in
hole in
American auto
two.
workers and giving them a chance
A hole in
to rebuild
two.
their companies, to retool their companies, that they would come back better
Pine.
and stronger than ever. And that's exactly
Green
what's happening.
pine.
So the president has some credentials
Green
when it comes to understanding
pine.
exactly what kinds of policies are going to benefit
Green
U.S. auto
pine.
workers and the more than a million
Green
Americans whose
pine.
jobs depend on that
A
auto industry.
hole in two.
And
California golf
fact
courses.
is that the American auto industry
California golf
actually depends
courses.
on an integrated global supply chain.
California golf
That's just
courses.
the way that our
They give you they got it.
economy works.
You're
Particularly
welcome.
when you're talking about
MerriweatherA.Law.
the production of
Be Siri.
a modern
The mountain.
vehicle.
We'll be at this ball later.
And to try to erect walls that keep
Isaac,
out
hello.
some
The
aspects
W. The
of
W.
that global supply chain, or the products that are
The
produced by that
W.
global supply chain, is only going to have a detrimental
The
impact on the industry
W.
and on the workers who rely on that industry for a job. So
Look,
the
it's
president does
Isaac.
not believe that that's a smart approach. In fact,
Hello.
what the president believes is that the American auto industry produces the very best automobiles and vehicles in the world. And what we should be looking to do
The world.
is implementing a strategy that will
The
allow the
rolling.
U.S. auto industry
The world.
to compete on a
The
level playing field.
rolling.
And that's exactly the strategy that
world.
President Obama implemented with regard to the Trans-Pacific
This is
Partnership.
verbatim software. It's what he really
You go
wants
to
to
countries
say.
like Japan and Vietnam
Hello,
that have,
Josh Ernst. Good morning.
large economies and growing middle
Large
a growing middle
economies.
class. Exactly the kinds of places where
Exactly.
the U.S. auto
Well, we're
industry
not.
could compete very well.
It's all no
And
best.
looking for opportunities
The
for
W.
U.S. produced goods to
Why not?
be sold around the world is going to be good for our economy. It's
Good
going to
for
be good for
economy.
American companies, but most importantly, It's going to be
We're
good for American
independent.
jobs. I made a reference earlier to the fact that we already know
We're
that
independent.
jobs inside the United States that are tied to
Independent.
exports pay on average somewhat
Independent.
higher than jobs in the United
Style.
States that aren't tied to
Style.
exports. So looking for more opportunities for
Style.
U.S. businesses to export their goods around the world.
Style.
It's going to be good for our economy and good for
Style.
American workers. But like I said,
Style.
President-elect Trump wants to try it a different way. We'll see if
Big.
it works.
Big.
Justin,
Big.
does the president,
Big.
the leader of the Democratic Party,
Big.
disappointed
I've got it,
upset
Siri.
that
Thank
DNC
you.
refused requests from
You're
the
welcome.
FBI
See
to
your
fund their
attorney.
server
MerriweatherA.Law.
It's not the responsibility of the president of the United States to
We're
make those
big.
kinds of decisions. He's, of course, the nominal head of the Democratic Party. But the Democratic National Committee
Democratic National Committee.
has an elected leadership that's elected by
Elected
the members of the
leadership.
party. And I'll let them speak
I'll
to
let them speak.
the way in which they cooperate
The way.
with the investigation into this
The
matter.
investigation.
As the nominal head of the Department of Justice for the Obama administration.
Audio experience provided by Old Televis and a level song.
Well, again, I'll let the Department of Justice speak to the level of cooperation that they received from the
CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.18
DNC and other people who were a part of this
will be going home.
investigation.
X3 dot.
Obviously, this investigation was conducted separate from any sort of
The
White
new
House influence.
calendar.
So it'd be inappropriate for me to, even if the
We'll
president
be
did have
going
concerns, for me to express them
home.
from here. It's known that Theresa May was sending top
We'll be going
staffers to meet with the Trump administration last
home.
month, and have you or the State
We have a
Department,
tweet
has
from Verizon. Hey Siri. This is from Emma. When your phone thinks you're in
I
Lebanon
can't speak to
and
what staff
Beth,
level conversations may have
Verizon shut
occurred
your phone off completely.
between
Emma Wiss, it's important to us that you have service.
representatives of
Do you have prepaid or Kinko's Post or postpaid wireless service with us?
what the Obama administration has
This is
sought
weird.
to do. It's
We're here to help,
with our
LH.
allies and with the president-elect's team to ensure a smooth
Yeah,
handoff
Kinko's
in the
Post.
context of the transition, and that includes a smooth handoff of the relationship between the United States and some of our closest allies around the world.
Thank you, Emma Weiss.
But I can't,
X3 will be
speak
going
with much
home
precision
from the
about
Palisades
conversations that may have occurred
in
advance of these
Arnetta.
kinds of
From
conversations.
Arnetta, New York. Thank you for tweeting Verizon and the NSA patent office. Yeah, we're from the patent office.
What I can tell you is that
What I can tell
is
you,
going to be devoting a significant portion of his weekends to working
what
with
us can
Congress.
tell you is,
I've had an opportunity to review.
I had an opportunity.
Early draft, and
Hear from us.
what I can tell you is that the president is interested.
What from us
in
can tell us is,
delivering a farewell
we're
address
fixing cars.
that's forward-looking.
We're forward looking under the engine.
We've had ample opportunity, certainly over the last
We're
year,
fixing
and over the last
cars
couple of months,
from
to
us.
review the many significant
Yeah,
accomplishments
from
of the
us.
Obama administration. And I'm confident there will be a reference or two to that
From
progress.
Teletech
In
HR.
the speech that he'll deliver
Teletech
Tuesday.
HR.
Primarily, the
Naughty.
president is hopeful about the future of the country.
Naughty
particularly
HR. Clip.
if our citizens
Yeah, naughty clip.
are engaged in our
Office.
democracy, and if our leaders draw upon
And the Verizon HR team.
held views of this country to confront the challenges ahead. If that happens, if both those things happen,
Thank you, Kinko's Post.
then the president
We'll
believes that
explain Kinko's Pre.
the prospects
Only
for
with the
United States
attorneys.
being even more stable
Kinko's Pre is
and more
11-7.
prosperous and more fair are bright.
Upright.
And
And
the president's obviously proud of the progress that we've made.
Obviously.
And he continues to be optimistic about our future.
they're aware.
He's looking forward to an opportunity to talk about why. Okay.
Well, I'm very excited to do today's show. I'm wearing Savvy from head to toe. Take a look. Oh, nice. Absolutely. I did everything you wanted me to do. You wanted. It's on no vests in stores. Audio experience, a love song, and all televisions. Motivational speaker, richest man in America, Universal Road Galaxy. Paint the short way. We're not paying for torts.
The president
Paycheck torts.
will be a
This is Paycheck
private citizen
Torts.
on January 20th.
I saved your
You will be a
file.
private
Save me some
citizen
Net
with
Peach Cobbler.
deeply held views
Highest
about the
paid
most
singer
effective
and
way
man
to
in the
reform
world. Tweet us
the
via
healthcare
early at
system in the
FRESH
United
underscore.
States. Many of those views and ideas have been put into
Many
action
Germany,
in a way that's been
T-Mobile
extraordinarily
will accept
beneficial
your
for the American
answer.
people.
JWRDNZ every 20 minutes of
And
the
the
hour.
president's proud of that progress.
Yeah, we accept that answer.
And
Many
could certainly
germs.
expect
There's so many of
the
them,
president to follow
That's a
these
good
developments
answer.
closely
Many
and continue to
germs.
be thinking
Remember,
about
everyone, all this video screen process your new
how these
president-elect.
kinds of reforms
Your new iPhone
should.
without a headset jack 3.5 millimeter.
But there's a long tradition in our country, and President Obama benefited from it.
You've
in the
got
early days of his
3.5.
presidency. Of the outgoing president,
And you've got our 3 dot
giving the
series.
incoming president the
You
opportunity
got it.
to succeed.
The minimum age of being president, 35.
So
Why would the minimum be the minimum?
I would not expect President
Right, you
Obama
got the
to
minimum
be
age of
regularly
being
holding
president, 35 years of age.
conversations with Ezra Klein and
You've got the
Sarah Cliff at
minorities,
some other house in
3.5
Washington,
hearing,
D.C.
left
He
and
did that at
right.
Blair House today as the sitting president.
By
of the
the
United States.
men,
But the president believes that
the minimum
other people, including
minorities,
congressional
you got it,
Democrats, but not only
3.5.
congressional Democrats, are going to have to step forward
3 points.
and take up the mantle and
Good
wage
Lord,
this fight on behalf of the American people.
it's Hotel Girl.
The prospect of Republicans repealing the
And
Affordable Care
ABC.
Act without a replacement
Good morning,
would inject
ABC
unprecedented chaos
and
into our
ESPN.
healthcare
It is.
system, which
It
constitutes
is.
about a fifth of the
It
U.S.
is
economy.
ESPN. It is.
It also is going to
Peeping.
prompt up to 30 million Americans to
What would
lose
they
their
be
health insurance,
peeping?
and put at risk many
got
of the
it
gains
in.
that we've made in protecting
Remember, 3-1, all the
130
speed screening
million Americans
process
that have pre-existing conditions.
of your
To repeal the
president-elect,
Affordable Care Act,
Cybri.
take away those protections. And those are protections
All
that
liquids
extend
espionage. I'm
not
so
just to people
sorry.
who are
This is
purchasing health insurance
paycheck
through
torts for not paying the
Obamacare
public.
marketplaces, but it also includes all those
All
Americans
liquids
that get their health
espionage
insurance
must be the
through
3 R's. Viola, Size,
So,
Evelyn
the
Lazardo,
stakes
Fix My
are
Life, Size
significant.
Montana, Dr. Phil Bull,
and
producer,
President Obama will remain
Mr. McGraw.
engaged to the extent that he'll be following exactly what kind of developments
18
occur.
USC
We're going to be thinking about
2511.
these issues.
These
But when
lines
it
for the
comes to
Empire
making a
711
public
Wilson
case
Farms.
for this approach,
MerriweatherA.Law, America's first thinking attorney.
other people to step up.
The way
and
it should have
president is
been.
confident that there are
Retroactive.
plenty of Democrats with the right
Plenty of
values
Republicans.
and the right passion and the right skills
I love a song, Close the
make a
Door, Seatbelts,
persuasive
Musical
case,
Think, to the sound
that will
system.
ultimately benefit the American public.
Just to be clear, with all of this passion that he feels about Obamacare and how he feels about that issue, come January 20th, we should not expect to see the president making public
Good morning,
speeches about
everybody.
it,
We're the 2017
creating
luxury
more
from me
op-eds,
to
those
you.
sorts of things.
The president has had ample opportunity over the last 8 years
Hello,
to
Marriott.
regularly make speeches and regularly write op-eds on topics that
Hello, nights
are near and
in,
dear to his heart,
every day.
including,
To get the finer things in life.
So that the time for him to do that on a regular basis has passed. So I
Absolutely.
would not expect him to do that with much frequency at all as a former president.
Can the White House confirm that Obama appointed
To get the finer things in life.
post by January 20th?
I saw the.
Yeah, I want the best.
I've seen this news report. For all of the details, I'd refer you to the State Department. What I can tell you is that it
It's
is,
the
of course,
Marriott
customary
door.
for politically appointed chiefs of mission to return back to the
This is
United
all
States on
televis.
inauguration,
CDMAYOR credit card
and afford
X
the incoming administration and the
3.18
incoming
will be going
president the
home
opportunity
X dot.
to select his own representatives to advance our country's interests in countries around the world.
MerriweatherA.Law
What I
papers
will
at
say is this administration
$200,000.
is extraordinarily proud of the service
We offer
of the politically
law firm and
appointed
salary
ambassadors
advances,
of
stock
the
prorated
United States
bonuses,
government
tuition and
who
bar
have
exam,
advanced our
review
interests in
courses,
countries around the world.
reimbursements,
In many
relocation
cases,
and real
these are men
estate
and women
benefits,
who are professionals
acquisition
in
interests
a separate
apply,
career,
state
but they have
all
chosen to dedicate
qualifications,
a number of years of their
and revenue incentives, or donate to Title
service,
VI HSBC
in a really
SCBIS
important way.
iPhone, loan
In
forgiveness,
many of these
join us
countries
from
where
America's top
President
law
Obama has
schools.
traveled, the U.S. ambassador is
Pay grades go up to
a prominent
$400,000
public
with the
face of the
calendar year
United States of
4.
America. And the way that that person chooses to conduct themselves and their personal lives, the way that that
Absolutely.
person speaks publicly and advances our interests and articulates our values in
Absolutely.
that country is extraordinarily important. And
How can we help
many
the
of
White
these
House?
professionals
This is
have,
Pink Shorts.
taken advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, this is
and
paycheck
America is
torts.
better for it. and we certainly owe them a debt of gratitude for their public service.
How can we help you with your
and-
national debt issue?
We certainly will be hoping that
How can we help
that
you?
the incoming administration
With national
will
debt.
choose people as effective and as talented and as patriotic
What's in it for me?
as have served in these kinds of positions under President Obama.
We've served $10.
Yes, Josh, I want to ask you about race.
Well, let's let that as an answer. They've served us for $10.
Yeah,
Yay, they
it has been
served
a
us
difficult time, to say the least, in the city of
with
Chicago
$100 billion.
in the wake of the Facebook
Looks like we're
post.
on our way to a
I'm curious,
negotiation.
two parts to this
Just
question.
remember,
First
no
part
waiver.
is it fair to describe
free
the president's
speech.
optimism about the
There he
future of race
is.
relations in this country?
Yeah, no free speech
Based
barriers.
solely on his experience, the trajectory of him
We've
growing
got
up and having
Sher.
seen the
We'll
country
help
in a
you with
very
the
different
Sher.
way as president. And does he also understand the negative
But we're all televists.
perception many
Who
have
knows who's going to
about
be
the
interested?
state of race relations in the country
The
today?
UN? Oh, good lord.
Well, Kevin, I think that the president's optimism
The only way we'll
about
know
the
is if
progress
you
that
call our
country has
firm
made on the issue of race
594-143.
is rooted primarily
We accepted new
in our
clients
experience as a country and our experience as a society.
from nuclear medicine.
You know, there are a lot of examples of this.
We're
and I think the
accepting
most
clients
pertinent
from
one,
nuclear medicine only.
you know, could be around the issue
Only
of
from the nuclear
the
medicine
relationship
people.
between some local law enforcement agencies in the
Only from
African-American
nuclear.
community that they're sworn to serve and protect. There are some communities that have been
Only from nuclear.
where a significant gap has been exposed. And
Only from nuclear.
you know, the president, often will cite that it was not that long ago, 20 or 25 years ago, that you had the city of Los Angeles that, after a high-profile incident where there were deep concerns about police brutality against black
Only from
motorists,
nuclear.
but that city was in flames. And that you saw a stark racial divide emerge immediately. That was distressing to many people in the
No.
country. And while that
Only from
gap, that gulf
new.
in some communities,
Some communities called new.
the response has been much different.
The un.
That there are certainly places where there
The
have
new.
been public demonstrations and some civil unrest,
The
but nothing
un.
on the scale of what we saw in Los Angeles.
The umpire.
And I think what's also notable is that there are a number of prominent voices of all races
How can we help all
who are
races
speaking
in
out,
the
trying
un?
to bridge that divide.
Contact us at 518-594-1443.
So I think that's an apt illustration of the situation that we find ourselves in, which is
How can
that
we
we've
help
made
the
important progress
new
actually makes a difference in the lives of
enunciate? How can we
Americans
help
and
you?
communities all across the country. But we still got a lot of work to do if we're going to solve
You've
that
got
problem.
to enunciate with your words,
And
Mr.
the
Josh.
president has also
Yeah,
feels
Josh,
optimistic
enunciate
because
your
he has seen the
words.
commitment that's been shown.
Enunciate.
Many of them African American, but not
Enunciate.
all African American,
You got the
who
CIA
are seeking to organize in their
and the
communities,
un.
who are
Enunciate
seeking
your
to
words.
protest the
Enunciate.
government and make their voice heard and bring about the kind of change that they would like
Identical
to see in their community. And the president's
evidence.
optimistic that they're going to have an impact, a positive impact, in addressing those
Discretion.
concerns and in healing some of those
Agreements.
divisions.
You got
And
enunciate.
this younger generation
Contact
of
us 594-143. We
and
gotta
younger
go, guys.
generation of leaders
Enunciate.